So firstly, Henry, I want to say thank you so much for giving me some of your time. Absolutely love the movie.
Thanks, Dorian. Appreciate it, man.
So my first question for you, man, what was it just like joining this G.I. Joe franchise and stepping into the role of the iconic Snake Eyes dude? I thought you absolutely killed it.
Thank you so much. It's quite the undertaking. It's a huge fan base or a pre-existing fan base that has gone generations. But for us to sort of have the courage to be able to be like, hey guys, like we know there's been some mistakes made in the past. Like we want to start from day dot. Let's wipe the slate clean and launch this new franchise with a focus on one of the most iconic characters, but base it in a world of reality more than anything. So we can have some sort of connection with what's happening in this crazy world. That was something that drew me to the project because we get to see the hardships as a human and as a person that a character like Snake Eyes has to overcome to become this title character.
I saw Larry Hama gave his stamp of approval. What was that like having like the OG creator like just say like, no, this is it?
I think it was, he saw the vision, he saw what we wanted to do and how we wanted to sort of expand upon what his creations were like. So for me, it was amazing. We had him on set. We had some great conversations. And for someone like that to give sort of a note to the pre-existing hardcore fans, like, hey guys, like this is a new generation of something to be excited for. The comics will always be there. You can always revisit them. That's that beautiful little package, but here's something extra. Here's something more to be excited about. So hopefully everybody gets behind this.
And I know this is a lot different from the previous movies you've done, especially like the physicality a part of it. So what was that like just training and having to build up to like actually do all these stunts and stuff?
It's definitely a completely different discipline as to just waking up and going into a rom-com and like, hey, yeah, I'm the handsome guy that gets the woman, blah, blah, blah. You have to dedicate yourself to the training because we all know the world that G.I. Joe live in. It is about combat, hand to hand, everything. Everybody is the best at what they do. So to be able to portray that on screen, you have to spend the energy learning. And we have the best teachers in Kenji Tanigaki and Kimani, one of the stunt choreographers. And they made sure that we knew exactly what we were doing every single time.
I'm wrapping up soon, but I did want to say I really enjoyed like the brotherly rivalry between you and Andrew Koji. And he previously stated like y'all come from the same part of the world. So what was that like just like being able to bounce off of him in this movie?
Yeah, me and Andrew grew up in a town. He went to college in the town that I grew up.
Oh, damn.
For being the same sort of age, living in that same area, being half Asian, but never have met. And only to meet on this like crazy, amazing adventure was just something one in a million. You can't build forge a sort of a bond like that. And that was something kind of necessary for these two characters. It is one of the most iconic brotherhoods in comic book history. We float from them being blood brothers to arch nemesis to fighting for the same cause to then finally going back to being at each other's throats. But you need to build kind of the genesis of that relationship. And that's what we explore in this movie.
So I'm getting the wrap up sign. So I just want to ask one wild question. I know the Transformers have met up with the G.I. Joe in the comics before. So would you ever be down to like do a crossover movie with them, man?
100%. I used to read those comics and it just blew me away that they lived in the same kind of universe. So watch this space. You never know. There's some crazy producers out there on this thing.
Well, thank you so much for giving me some of your time. You have a great day, Henry.
Thanks, Dorian. Take care.
Peace, man.